Get ready, gamers. PC Gaming Pulse is dropping the hottest news you need to know. We've got mind-blowing predictions about NVIDIA's future. And that's not all. We're talking about a dark horse contender ready to shake up the AI market, potentially even surpassing NVIDIA's massive market cap. Plus, we're diving into major moves from institutional investors like Ahumairangi Investment Management Limited, making significant plays in NVIDIA Corporation. And to cap it all off, we've got Davidson weighing in on the ultimate showdown. NVIDIA or Apple, which tech giant is the real winner? You won't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. NVIDIA's next trillion-dollar play. NVIDIA, the undisputed king of AI chips, has already delivered staggering 1,000% gains over the past 3 years, fueled by its dominance in the artificial intelligence market. This leadership translates directly into mind-blowing earnings growth, with revenue and profit consistently climbing in the triple digits. The demand for NVIDIA's products is absolutely exploding, making them essential tools for developing and deploying AI. While some investors have recently questioned if this momentum can truly continue amidst rising competition and potential economic slowdowns, the outlook remains incredibly bright. NVIDIA, a company with over 30 years of history, initially made its name in the gaming market with its powerful GPUs. However, a strategic pivot to cater to the burgeoning AI sector proved revolutionary. By getting in early, NVIDIA secured a first-mover advantage, building a formidable reputation. Its GPUs are crucial for training massive language models, a demand that has only grown, now extending to the critical area of inferencing, which is poised to be the next major growth frontier. But NVIDIA isn't resting on its laurels. It's building a comprehensive ecosystem of products and services that support AI projects, ensuring customers can rely on them for all their needs. This integrated approach solidifies their leadership. Even more impressively, NVIDIA is committing to annual chip updates, a move designed to keep competitors constantly playing catch-up. This relentless innovation, delivering more power and efficiency, is key to retaining their massive customer base, including the biggest tech giants laser-focused on AI dominance. This sustained demand for cutting-edge hardware is projected to drive significant revenue growth. NVIDIA itself forecasts AI infrastructure spending to hit a staggering $4 trillion by the decade's end, potentially translating into a trillion-dollar revenue opportunity if they maintain their historical 25% share of data center spending. With gross margins often soaring above 70%, this continued product cycle should ensure robust profitability. Currently, NVIDIA's stock trades at a forward earnings multiple of just 38x, suggesting ample room for appreciation and presenting a compelling buying opportunity for long-term investors. While it's crucial to diversify your portfolio, NVIDIA, within a well-balanced strategy, has the potential to be a cornerstone investment, potentially setting you up for life as its revenue scales from billions to an estimated $1 trillion. Don't go anywhere, because the AI stock race is far from over. Next up, we're revealing the dark horse that analysts believe could actually eclipse NVIDIA's market cap by 2030. Microsoft's AI ascent, the dark horse challenger. NVIDIA's reign as the world's most valuable company, boasting a market cap of over $4.3 trillion, is undeniable, driven by its iron grip on the AI chip market. Yet, even with its immense scale, NVIDIA's growth trajectory remains remarkably strong, bolstered by the projected massive investments in AI data centers over the next 5 years. However, the landscape is shifting. While NVIDIA's current valuation reflects its stellar growth, increasing competition and geopolitical factors could potentially cap its upside. This opens the door for a formidable contender, and that contender is Microsoft. Building on its early and strategic investment in OpenAI, Microsoft has rapidly integrated cutting-edge AI into its vast product suite, yielding impressive results. In its recently concluded fiscal year 2025, Microsoft saw revenue climb 15% to $282 billion, with adjusted earnings up 16%. Its Azure cloud business was a standout performer, surging 39% year-over-year. Even more telling is the explosive growth in commercial bookings, which jumped 37% to over $100 billion, driven by demand for Azure and Microsoft 365. This surge has pushed the company's commercial remaining performance obligations, RPO, to an astonishing $368 billion, a 37% increase from the prior year. This rapidly expanding RPO signals a potential acceleration in Microsoft's future revenue. The demand for Microsoft's AI cloud services is so high that it's currently outpacing supply, prompting significant investments in data center capacity. With AI cloud services expected to grow at nearly 40% annually through the end of the decade, Microsoft's backlog and revenue are poised for substantial growth. Analysts are optimistic, projecting mid-teen revenue growth for the next 3 fiscal years, potentially reaching nearly $425 billion by fiscal 2028. But if Microsoft can sustain even a 15% annual growth rate beyond that, its top line could surpass $562 billion by 2030. Considering Microsoft's current market cap of $3.72 trillion and a significantly lower price-to-sales ratio than NVIDIA, it's entirely plausible that Microsoft could overtake NVIDIA to become the world's largest company by 2030. But the big money isn't just in predictions, it's in action. Coming up, we're looking at the latest investment moves from major players in NVIDIA Corporation. Institutional giants bet big on NVIDIA. In the dynamic world of tech investments, significant capital inflows often signal strong future potential. Recent filings reveal that Ahumairangi Investment Management Limited has made a substantial new entry into NVIDIA Corporation, acquiring shares valued at approximately $2.83 million in the first quarter. This move underscores the continued institutional confidence in NVIDIA's market position. This isn't an isolated event. A host of other institutional investors have also been actively adjusting their stakes in NVDA. Elevate Wealth Advisory Inc., Earnest Partners LLC, High Note Wealth LLC, Kelly Financial Services LLC, and Next Capital Management LLC have all reported increased holdings in NVIDIA during the first quarter. These incremental boosts, ranging from fractional percentages to significant share acquisitions, collectively represent a substantial financial commitment to the chip giant. These institutional activities occur against a backdrop of robust financial performance for NVIDIA. The company recently reported earnings per share of $1.05, surpassing analyst expectations, and a remarkable revenue increase of 55.6% year-over-year, reaching $46.74 billion for the quarter. NVIDIA's impressive net margin of 52.41% and return on equity of 101.74% highlight its operational efficiency and profitability. While corporate insiders, including EVP Ajay Kapuri and CEO Jen H. Sun Huang, have recently sold shares totaling hundreds of millions, this is often viewed within the context of portfolio diversification rather than a lack of faith in the company's future. The vast majority of shares, approximately 65.27%, remain in the hands of institutional investors and hedge funds, indicating a strong collective belief in NVIDIA's long-term prospects. Wall Street analysts continue to show strong support, with a consensus rating of moderate buy and an average target price of $207.83, reflecting optimism about NVIDIA's sustained growth, particularly in the AI sector. But is NVIDIA the only AI powerhouse on the analyst radar? Get ready, because next we're breaking down a direct comparison, NVIDIA versus Apple, and which tech titan D.A. Davidson is calling the better buy. NVIDIA versus Apple, the analyst's verdict. In the ever-evolving tech landscape, distinguishing between market leaders requires sharp analysis. D.A. Davidson analyst Gil Luria recently offered a compelling perspective, issuing a bullish upgrade for NVIDIA while adopting a more cautious stance on Apple. Luria elevated NVIDIA's rating to buy from neutral, increasing the price target to $210 and signaling an impressive 18.5% upside potential. His primary driver for this optimism is the unrelenting surge in demand for AI compute power. Luria argues that this fundamental need will sustain NVIDIA's robust performance well into the future, outweighing potential headwinds like hyperscaler spending shifts, custom chip development by rivals like Google, and market volatility in China. He emphatically stated that the overwhelming growth in demand for compute is the single most critical factor, projecting a roughly 40% profit increase for NVIDIA over the next 2 years. At approximately 28 times projected 2026 earnings, Luria views NVIDIA as the most attractively priced direct investment in the burgeoning AI growth story. Conversely, Luria downgraded Apple to neutral from buy, citing a lack of significant near-term growth catalysts and weaker product update cycles. He expressed skepticism about the upgrade potential of upcoming iPhone models and views the Vision Pro headset as a niche product with limited broad market impact. While acknowledging that Apple might retain its status as a defensive stock in uncertain markets, Luria favors NVIDIA due to its superior growth prospects driven by AI compute demand. He highlighted that while both companies trade at similar multiples, Apple's projected earnings growth is a mere 9% compared to NVIDIA's robust 40%. This divergence in analyst sentiment is reflected in the broader market view. Wall Street maintains a strong buy consensus for NVIDIA, with an average 19% upside potential, whereas Apple holds a moderate buy rating with a more modest expected upside of around 5%. For investors seeking exposure to the explosive growth fueled by artificial intelligence, NVIDIA appears to be the preferred choice according to D.A. Davidson's latest analysis. And that's all the tech titans we're covering today. But stick around for a super fast recap of all the top stories and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's PC Gaming Pulse. We've seen predictions that NVIDIA could set you up for life, Microsoft emerging as a potential AI market titan to rival NVIDIA, major institutional players doubling down on NVIDIA Corporation, and D.A. Davidson picking NVIDIA over Apple for its AI growth potential. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this info valuable, subscribe to PC Gaming Pulse for all your gaming and tech news needs, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and give us a follow on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.